name is Kanye, and I am
PNG.
great. My life
Stand
is
on the
dope.
table.
Alright, welcome everybody. We are the Common Interest, and who I have me today is the group PNG, and they are
I got Abstract Flanders right here.
Divine Bond.
And Jeff Nobvdy.
Bet. Appreciate y'all coming through, having a little session with us.
Yeah, appreciate it for having us.
Yeah.
Man.
Anytime. Thank you. So first off, here's the Common Interest. Start everything off while we ask you to hit us with a rewind. So that's when you tell us a little bit about yourselves, how you got involved in music, y'all brand, and how you got here today.
Well, as I say, I'm Abstract Flanders. Go by Ed. That's my original name. I started off doing music very young, around middle school.
Okay.
Just freestyling, messing around. My oldest brother, he's actually a producer.
That's dope.
So, I just got along and observed him. And then my oldest cousin, he's a producer as well. And his father was actually an artist. He was a swing artist. He go by King Ivory Lee.
Okay.
So,
That's dope.
he's pretty known out here locally in Houston. Rest in peace. So, yeah, man, just long story short, when I was in high school.
No, let's get the long story.
Long story,
Let's
right?
get the long story.
Okay.
Yeah, we're here for content. We're here for content.
All right, so one day, I don't know, I went to my brother's house around my junior year, summertime. I was just observing him making beats, and it was about to be my senior year, so I was like, damn, I'm finna mess around and just get Fruity Loops. I got the trial, and I was like, yeah, this shit's whack. I don't like it. And then I ended up getting back into it, and then I started using Mixcraft to record. So what I'll do, I'll just mess around, mess with the sounds, and then just record vocals on top of it. And then I'll say like years later, I just start falling in love with it even more, man. Just a year or two later after I dropped out of college, just the love of music I have.
Okay.
So yeah, man, that's how I started doing music.
That's what's up. Where we gonna go next?
I'll go. Well, I guess for me, like I started writing when I was 12 years old. I kind of like dabbed in it a little bit, just because like, okay, I'm writing my rhymes, and then I'm realizing I gotta speak these rhymes in front of people now. So that was like, oh, I gotta take it back. I gotta get over that. So
Right.
I kind of dropped it for a little bit, and then when I went to college, I picked it up. This around the time when Kendrick Lamar came out with Good Kid, Mad City, and so I heard that album, and I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. So I was kind of still hesitant to tell people that I was rapping. I just kind of like perfected my craft a little bit, kept working at it until I got really good at it or comfortable enough to tell people, okay, this is what I want to do.
Right.
So I went and told my homeboy, and he kind of like laughed at me. He was like, you want to be a rapper? What you gonna call yourself, Alligator Boy? And I was like, no. I was like, no. But this time I was going by like CP the hippie, and so everybody was like, but you're not a hippie though. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm a hippie, you know what I'm saying? I may not dress like a hippie, but in my mind, hey, nigga, I'm a hippie, you know what I'm saying? So I started changing my name to Jeff Nobvdy. Went to school in North Carolina, started working on music there. Then I came out here, started working on music in Houston. I ended up linking out with these guys, and the rest is history.
Okay. So are you from Houston?
Nah.
Where you from?
From Florida.
Florida. Okay. That's interesting. That's what's up. Cool.
Yeah, so
My story is, I always been a part of music, just listening to, like, I still remember my first little cassette tape when I was a kid. It was the Schoolboys. I don't remember nothing about the Schoolboys. I just remember them being the Schoolboys and me liking them at the time. And then right after that, it was a compilation of all the greatest hits for Outkast. So Outkast always been just my favorite rap group of all time. And so that got me into just thinking rap was dope. As growing up as a kid, I'd always listened to R&B from my parents. And so over time, I would say middle school is when I really got into writing myself. I think, because I used to have this thing where I would try to memorize known artist albums and write them down. For some reason, I just wanted to write them down just to test myself to see how good my memory was. first album I ever did was 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying. First album I ever bought and everything.
Classic.
So I knew the intro, everything in order, how long the songs was. So I learned how to rap using those songs as a template. So in my mind, the only way to make a song, it had to have 3 verses and a hook in between each one.
Right.
And so after that, I was like, okay, well, let me see if I can write my own. And I wrote a whole album at like 16 songs, 3 verses, 2 hooks on each song, up until like my 7th grade year. And one of my teachers caught me writing, thought I wasn't doing work, took the tablet and tore up every song in it. So great, yeah, it broke my heart.
Yo.
Like, for a minute, I was like, okay, well, yeah, this must not be for me if this is what's going on. So that's when I started freestyling. Fast forward into high school, I was kind of known for that. We used to rap with this white guy named, he went by DAW at the time. And we used to go to his house, record in this little wash and dryer room. Had some type of software where you couldn't even punch in. You would just play the beat, record, and rap. And if you messed up, you had to start all the way over. So it definitely teaches you how to know your craft and really perfect your punctuation. And so after a while, I know as a freestyle in high school for just rapping about whatever somebody will point at. Hey, we about to take a math test. Freestyle about the math test. Oh, this math test is hard. I don't know what I'm about to say. It's about to be hard or whatever. And so after a while, we started trying to put out music. It didn't really work out. So I stopped for a while to go to college and was focusing on football at the time. And some kind of way music just kind of brought itself back into the world. Met up with some guys that I used to rap with in high school, linked back up with Flanders here, and we just started putting stuff together. The rest is history.
Okay, dope. So when y'all come together as a collective, y'all are PNG.
Yeah, Persona Non Grata.
Persona
it
Non
stands
Grata.
for, you know what I'm saying, people don't take us for, you know what I'm saying, for what we are, and I feel like we're not welcome. So we're like outcasts,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we try to develop a sound that people will actually take us for and show like, damn, yeah, these guys are serious.
Try to go against the norm.
Yeah, I feel it. Got to create your own lane. Most
Yeah,
definitely.
got to.
Most definitely.
Okay, that's dope. So y'all said that y'all kind of linked up and everything, but let's talk to us about how PNG just came together and started forming.
Well, the original person who formed it was Something Better.
Okay.
So that was the original performer, and like, you know, he got everybody together to.
Shout out to Something Better.
Yeah, shout out to Something Better.
For sure.
And the
You
man
know,
of
he
the
just dropped
legend.
his stuff.
Yeah.
Just dropped his stuff. Go check it out.
Most
You know what I'm saying? Tired. Pretty much, he just wanted to get people that he knew were very talented. I ended up meeting him like at the Underground in November.
Oh, word.
And I met him through my homie LAZ, Cliff Soul Forces.
Okay.
He in a group in Detroit. They from Detroit. So
That's dope.
he told me about, yo, you know, my homie was up there. Did you end up seeing him? And I was like, nah, we linked up. You know what I'm saying? We got cool. Told him I made beats. Played him a couple batches and he was digging it. And then, you know, he ended up meeting Trey around the same time too.
Okay.
And then that's how I met Nobody. I met Nobody through a Flow concert one day.
Yeah.
And then he thought me and Nate was brothers.
Yeah.
He's like, y'all look alike.
I ain't gonna
man.
lie, dog. I thought y'all was like Indian or something like that.
Nah. So we end up forming the collective PNG. We also got a couple artists as well. We got Solo Doe. He's from actually the side of town too, the north side.
Okay.
We got Sacred Pearl. She's a singer.
That's dope.
And my cousin Lamar, you know what I'm saying, he's a producer as well as me. So, you know, we
Okay.
both really make the beats for PNG. And then we got Shy. She's a singer as well.
Okay. They got a nice little collective.
Right.
Yeah,
I
man.
mean, originally when we spoke, because when I say I may have been the first person. Something Better brought it up too, but his original idea was we gonna come up with a team because, you know, of course everybody needs a team to kind of get stuff together.
For sure. 100%.
And we felt like the best way to kind of do things, because we were just running into people who would say, "Oh, you guys are dope. We want to work with y'all," and never hear from them again.
Yeah.
So like, well, instead of having to rely on that type of relationship, let's form our own team and rely on each other to put each other up front.
Okay.
So we would all be our own artists, but when we came together, we would promote each other and support each other however we could. And that's
Okay.
kind of where Persona Non Grata came from.
Yeah.
That's dope. Okay. So, all right. So, how did y'all get y'all names?
Oh man, I went through so many names. Dude. Like, it's ridiculous. Like the first name I was was just Ed the Bass Boy. Because I was just nothing but making production sounds.
Right.
And I used to grow up listening to like Lil B. You know what I'm saying? Just
the GOAT.
listening.
Yeah. Shout out to the bass guy.
So that was the first name, and then I was like, nah, that's kind of too cheesy, and I'm having like the wrong idea of going about my name because I feel like that's not my lane. So I ended up changing that from Ed the Bass Boy to Ed, my name, and I was like, nah, that ain't fly neither. That's too basic. So I want to say like around 2015, I was in a neighborhood and I seen an old friend of mine. And he was like, just kept staring. He's like, dude, damn, nigga, you still look like Ned Flanders. So I was like, yo, that Flanders got a ring to it.
Yeah.
And he was like, you was always the type of person who was real good at drawing. So you're like abstract. So that name just clicked out. And one day I went home and I told my grandpa when he was like, I was like, yo, I'm finna start going by Abstract Flanders. I feel like that's a real unique name. It's something that you never heard. So
but it's thick though.
Yeah, it's very thick. Yeah, I feel like that's very organic.
Yeah.
It's something original.
Yeah, that's smart because you picked the name that's kind of popular in the community, like in the culture. I mean, Flanders, because everybody watched The Simpsons,
right.
And then abstract is just a unique word in itself. So that's cool. That's dope. That's dope. Okay, how'd you get your name?
Yeah, I would say, well, same, similar story. I had a bunch of different names coming up. I first started rapping. My first mind was, I'm Trey. I'm gonna be Trey the Truth. And then
somebody already called Trey.
And then, I started to listen to more Houston music, and I wasn't really listening to a lot of it at the time. That ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
So I shortened it to the
Name's
Truth.
already taken.
Yeah. So from that to the Truth, I tried to sign this deal with a friend of mine who, shout out to Legit Noise, he was starting his own label, and we signed a deal, and he actually suggested that I should change my name to Galaxy, because he was really into like astronomical, just everything.
Right.
The way he rapped, the mentality behind it was just astrology. So I'm like, all right, it's kind of cool. I went for Galaxy for like a week and went straight back to the Truth. Then went from that to the Realest. And I finally, for a while, right before I started, I graduated high school and started getting more into football, I just stopped rapping altogether. And when I came back, I just had a different level of understanding for just different things. And so I was like, okay, well, I want to have something that might not necessarily have my name in it, but have a deeper meaning to it. Right. So I started doing research on just Egyptology and just a different Egyptian culture, and found but the word Ba. I always just seen it a lot, and I thought Ba was a real interesting thing because nobody's going to see it. And first of all, everybody either say Bay or Bo or just something else when they see it. So Ba actually means energy. So I'm like, man, I know I can provide energy on my tracks. That's the main thing that I do. And divine, of course, is God. So it's like God energy. So it's perfect for me. Divine Ba is going to be something different. Okay. Nothing I have to put any effort into when I'm creating businesses or emails. Right. Divine Ba is never going to be a taken thing. So that's how it's stuck.
That's tight. That's tight. Unique. All right.
And for me, well, like you said before, I had a whole bunch of names. I think everybody start off with a whole bunch of names. So they find that right one. You know what I'm saying? At first you like, oh, this is it.
Yeah. You be sold on it too. You start hearing it, you like, oh yeah. Nah, this must sound kind of lame actually.
Like, nah. I had like. I was a huge fan of DMX growing up, so his name used to be Dark Man X, so I used to call myself Dark Man.
That's racist.
Then I don't know why, like, I guess growing up, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take on my whole name, which is Jeffrey. And you know how like Tupac had like a thug like across his chest.
Yeah,
I was gonna get
Jeffrey.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like you young, you growing up, you weird, like stupid shit. And then like I kind of like took on my set name, where it's like it's Kane. And all right, that shit not gonna work. And then you know what I'm saying, I came up with CP the Hippie because you know you had TDE, which is Black Hippie. So I'm like, okay, I'm a real big fan of them. And then everybody like, oh, you not a hippie though? Like I was saying before, you not a hippie. Yeah. So I'm like, bruh, like, I gotta come up with something. So I'm like, okay, everybody that seem to be popping right now, or who seem to be like really good rappers, seem to have they real name in their name. So I'm like, okay, of course I'm gonna go with Jeff. So, okay, what can I do now? How can I switch it up? At first I was gonna take my pop's last name, which is Harley. But I'm like, nah, I don't want that. And I kept trying to think of stuff. So, all right, okay, I'm just going to go with Nobody. Because I was going to go Jeff No Name, but you got No Name Gypsy. So I'm like, okay, what else can I go? All right, I'm going to go with Nobody. And I'm pretty sure people gonna be like, why you call yourself nobody? Nobody, you a nobody? I'm like, nah, it's just like we all nobodies until we just trying to figure ourselves out. So
you nobody until you become somebody.
Yeah,
that's
so
what it is. Yeah,
we just trying to figure ourselves out. It's not like a bad thing. I think when people hear nobody, they always like, not Jeff Nobody, Jeff somebody. And I'm like, please don't say that to me, bro. That's like that taboo shit. It's like, it's like, please don't say that to me. It's like, it's nobody.
So you're definitely somebody. Yeah,
so,
you know, you get big, the fans definitely hit you with that. You're definitely somebody, man.
Right.
So it's like bullshit.
So it's like, I just gave myself that name. It's like, all right, this is what I'm gonna be. And it's actually cool because now when I'm rapping, I can be like, at the end of my verses, I can be like, nobody, nigga. And it's like a cool way to end a verse or something like that.
Okay.
So
that's hard. That's
I always feel like you should have, even outside your name, if it ain't already short, get you with like a little alias that you can say, whether it's on an interview or something from where you remember by. So you got nobody. Flanders always pops up every now and every time you hear Abstract Flanders. With me, all my tracks gonna have bah. Divine in it. So,
or when like that Keith Sweat come on, I could be like nobody.
That'd be hard.
Really trying to draw some female.
That shit worked for me. So.
That's not hard. Okay. So I know Flanders you produce. Do any other guys produce as well? No.
To a much less degree. I don't make beats, but just due to availability, I've learned to kind of produce myself. I use mainly just GarageBand when I record it. But I got like a little home studio.
Okay.
That's compared to Flanders.
That's up.
I think Lamar makes beats too.
My cousin, he also is a producer as well.
And Sunshine, she makes beats too.
Sunshine make beats too. So stuff like that.
Sunshine's with the other girl?
Yeah, she's another singer.
Okay, that's right. Okay.
Real pretty dominant, like 3 people producing, and they all like artists, except for my cousin. He's mainly a producer,
right?
You know, so.
But that's still like y'all got 3 different people bring probably like 3 different sounds into the mix. Yeah,
very different.
Yeah, that's tight.
Whether it's me making like some real abstract,
super
point-intended left sounds, or like whether my cousin making something real smooth for the ladies, or whether Sunshine just making some like make you dance, you know, just you know.
Oh, okay, that's tight. Yeah. Definitely plug them in, dog. Whenever we get done and everything, so we can get them on the pod, bro.
For sure.
Yeah, put the whole collective on.
Yeah,
that's what's up. Okay, so, all right, so y'all said that a little bit. Y'all said like what y'all kind of started rapping. But do y'all remember like you said it was Good Kid, Mad City that made you want to start? What was the same instance for y'all?
Man, for me, I mean, I want to say I was like 9 years old, and I used to listen to like a lot of hard rock growing up. I ended up listening to Korn. Like my favorite Korn album is Peachy.
I used to think that was like the devil's work.
Yeah, like, you know, it's crazy. I grew up listening to Nirvana, stuff like that. Right. And man, I just started listening to a guy named Tom York. And I was just like, yo, this don't even sound like no electric. It sound like rap. And the way he did it, I was like, man, this is crazy. And I also, like, one of my favorite artists is Common. So when I used to jam Common growing up,
genius.
I heard B, I was like, yo, this is it right here. Like, I feel like this can be my domain. This is my home. This is where I need to be.
Right.
And growing up, I used to be in theater, so I used to tell my theater teacher, let me rap after I get through performing an act. So she would look at me and be like, no. So then I did it with my high school instructor for theater. I was like, Mr. Baker, let me rap. He like, go ahead. So I used to like just do some suave stuff, and that's how I got involved into music. You know, Common. My favorite rap group is Wu-Tang Clan. Even the RZA inspired me. Like
RZA.
Yeah, the RZA. I'm like pretty much the Abbott of the group PNG.
Okay.
You know, I produce. I try to do everything out my element to open up to other people's hearing ability. If that makes sense. So
that makes perfect sense.
I try to tend to like go far as possible with it. So yeah, man, those are like really my influences, and Q-Tip as well, man. So.
Q-Tip dope.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
That's dope. Yeah, I like how you say you like to get out of your comfort zone so you can get more like accustomed to others, I guess. More
for somebody else's comfort zone.
Yeah. That helps because a lot of I feel like a lot of producers kind of be stuck in their own ways a little bit, just like any artist would do. And they won't, they won't adjust their sound to whoever it fits for the artist or whatever. Like sometimes you got to do that to make the better track. Right. So that's dope. That's dope.
I can say that most people with one sound can only go far, but if you have multiple sounds, you can do a lot.
Yeah.
Like
you be in a bunch of different lanes.
You'll be in a bunch of different lanes. You can meet any and everybody and be like, okay, I like this. Let me get on that.
Yeah.
Because nobody was telling me, he was like, man, you make like all types of beats. Danny Brown need to get on that. Like, you need to get Lupe Fiasco on this, or you need to get somebody on this. Like,
yeah. That's dope. That's how you mean. That's dope. Because you definitely want to be like a one-trick pony. Because you be a one-trick pony, you can run the race, and you keep running the race, you're good. But once you get that broken leg, then you kind of killed off after that. Because that's all he's good for. Yep. Gotta know, you gotta be able to do more. So that's what's up. Wow, that's very disrespectful.
Stupid ass trash.
Right? Damn.
I heard that.
We gonna wait for it to pass a little bit so we can keep going. So Bob, where did you get your
really it's crazy. It's like a duality. I would look at it. The main two that stick in my head is now that I got the name. Outkast was Big Boy and Andre presents Outkast. And it was like for the longest time, for years, I never knew it was a compilation, but it was just a compilation of some of the most known songs.
All right.
From Spodioli Dopalicious to Miss Jackson was on there, AT Aliens, Elevators, which is like my favorite song of all time.
Such a hard song.
I'm telling you, so
you need to get up, get out, and get something.
Don't spend all your time trying to get high.
Yeah.
And that actually, thinking back to it, that actually kind of inspired me to change my vocal inflection. Because a lot of times I feel like that, in my personal opinion, that separates me on my tracks is you might not hear me say the same thing or say my verse in the same way. You might hear me go da 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 da. It's all over the place. But it's meant for you not to get too comfortable and too used to what I'm saying and where you doze off.
Fluctuations are important.
Right.
You don't want to get that monotone sound out, and it's just a constant sound. It's not. It doesn't grab the listener's ears. So. Right. For sure. Yeah, that's I'm gonna go ahead, my bad.
Oh no, you good. Coming from that, as I grew up and then Get Rich or Die Trying came out, of course, I think, in my opinion, everybody wanted to be a gangster at that point.
Right.
Like, G-Unit was it.
Yeah. You wasn't with G-Unit. I don't know what you was with.
So hearing that, just hearing 50, I didn't even like him at first because the first song I ever heard was, of course, in the club when MTV was still doing videos. Saw the video. I was like, who is this nigga hanging upside down with the dance? Go. I thought it was the wackest thing in the world. And then you just hear something so long, you're like, all right, I'm gonna give it more of a chance. The album came out, fell in love with it, and kind of developed my original style from that. Just more gun bars, not really too much in the real life scenarios. It was just more like just gangster shit for the most part. And so remembering Outkast and coming back into that and R&B, kind of that fusion allowed me to kind of create my own style and try to be as realistic as I can be, but give you interesting scenario that one you can have fun with and two kind of learn from at the same time.
Okay, that's dope. Yeah, that's real dope. Yeah, love Outkast, love 50 Cent. Oh yeah, great shit
for sure.
Yeah, Roddy Ricch, he just passed up 50 for with the longest number one album. Yeah. 50 was the last presentation. Yeah, I was like, dang.
That shit.
Yeah, but also I just heard. I heard yesterday from my girl. Her sister went to the Roddy Ricch concert. And he wants to perform. They said like had the openers and everything. He came out. And he only did one song. And he did.
Wow.
He just did the box. And that was it. He left.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'd been pissed.
Yeah, I would have been mad.
Somebody didn't have his bread. That's the only thing I can think of. He got there and it was like, hey, we ain't got all your money. He's like, all right, bet.
He was the opener.
You won and I'm gone.
He was the opener or headliner?
Nah, he was the headliner.
He only did one song?
One song. It was his concert.
And I've seen, not anybody in particular, but I've heard little instances about that over the last year of artists showing up and they talk about these promoters all the time. They show up, they either ain't got the bread or they ain't got the bread they say they was gonna have. So they like, all right, well I'm either not performing or just because there was so many people there, all right, I'll give them something, or I might give them a not even that. Some people might not even give them a whole song. They might give them a verse and like, all right,
that's
blame your promoter. He club owner ain't want to give me my bread, so I'm
That's
gone.
why the baby had to whoop that dude ass.
Yeah.
You want to try to get him back?
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Yeah.
He always giving somebody else.
Yeah, no,
right.
most
Yeah, make a
definitely.
song about it.
Right? Yeah.
They be always going off for somebody.
Yeah.
That's why that song "Shut Up" came out recently.
Right.
Talking about, I know y'all been talking about man trash.
Hey, that was a great video he did because that man did what 14 shows in 3 days.
Which is
That's ridiculous.
You don't even think there's enough time to do it.
Yeah, bro. 14. Like I was like, he has to do at least like 4 or 5 shows like each day. Yeah,
He
like
just jumping off stage going to
onto the next
directly
one.
to the next
Yeah,
video,
like
for
got
sure.
time to eat, probably eating on the way there. Like man,
taking like a little mini nap.
right, bro.
I know you tired of hearing them songs though, bro.
Yeah.
Like, please don't play none of my music.
Right? Turn this shit off.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't hear that
I don't even want to hear
Yeah.
rap. Like, give me some Anita Baker.
Right?
Go to
Yo.
sleep.
Nah, but that's also like it's kind of cool because like that's what we all working towards. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you want to be able to have that opportunity to do that.
It's a
Like
good
even
problem to
though
have.
like even though it's 14 shows, like that's a lot of work. But like I'm pretty sure it's nothing else he'd rather be doing than performing.
Right.
At,
You want
like,
to take a break where
Absolutely.
you can't afford to take a break. Like, all right, I can take a break now.
Yeah.
You know, like,
okay.
that's why it's like I want to get to like J. Cole and Kendrick status to where you could just like if you don't want to rap for like 3 years, you can go away.
You can do that.
As soon as you come back, it's like
yeah.
It's over with. Everybody else, like you know what type of reputation you have when you put out something. Everybody move out the way.
Yeah.
Like, suddenly, this project somebody was about to drop is getting pushed back because they found out before your announcement that you was coming.
Yep.
Like, oh,
Yeah,
no,
let
that's
me
Jay.
stop. Yeah, let
I
me
can't
stop.
release with Jay.
Yeah,
What am I
yeah.
doing? Like, that's
I gotta
it.
stop.
That's
I gotta
what
put it
it's
back.
about.
you ain't got to do those antics on Instagram. You just put the music
drop.
out and it speak for itself.
Yeah, J. Cole's the best at that.
Yeah.
I feel
Man.
J. Cole, Kendrick too. Kendrick's like that too, because Kendrick he'll do a little something before he drops something.
Right.
But
Like
J.
art.
Cole he'll
Yeah.
like live like Beyonce type, just drop the shit.
Oh,
It's
feature.
coming.
You
Yeah,
have a feature.
Right.
Kendrick is more. He gonna drop the heart parts. Those
Yeah.
heart part 1,
Oh,
heart
yeah.
part 2.
You
You
gonna
drop like
see
this,
one
yeah.
of those, and that's like, hey,
Yeah.
something about to happen. Like,
You
beat.
trying
Yeah,
to
stay
say-
tuned. Stay tuned. Yeah, it's
You
coming.
trying
It's
to, like,
coming.
what did he saying that? Okay,
What?
the album gonna be about this.
Yeah.
It's like
Every song
Yeah,
he
you
put
gotta-
out, everybody swear he did some Drake, but
but who need
Hey,
to come
man.
out of TDE is Isaiah Rashad. I don't know
Oh, yeah.
where he been at. Like,
Yeah, he been.
bro,
But
like
he always been taking a long time with his music.
Yeah.
He took because he
Yeah,
took
stop.
3 years off of Sylvia demo before he
Yeah.
dropped some with Sun's Tyrant.
yeah. I mean, even
Yeah.
the intro to that was where your album at. Like,
Yeah.
the first song was I can't tell who voice it was. It sounded like Q. And he was talking about like, bro, we've been waiting on you to drop this album. Your fans want you to drop it.
Yeah.
And then the album goes in. So,
Right. Yeah,
he
it was probably Q, Punch, or Top. It was either one of them
like,
two. Yeah.
sure.
Cause he was supposed to be on
Yeah.
the Cave with Kenny Beats, how they do that little 10-minute freestyle.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to be on it, and the episode never dropped. So we like,
Yeah.
So it's just he be delaying everything.
Right. It's like, oh, shout out
Yeah.
to who I am. Like, oh.
But now TDE is gonna be definitely something to look forward to this year. They
Oh yeah.
I saw that Kendrick's dropping, SZA's supposed to be dropping,
Yeah.
Absol's supposed to be dropping, Isaiah's supposed to be dropping.
hopefully.
Reason might have
He
something.
said,
Right. Reason's coming too, but that's
Yeah.
another nigga.
Yeah.
Like man, they
Sir,
sleep on
Sir,
Reason.
Reason and Sir probably might be the two stuff most
Yeah.
left on
On TDE, yeah. Sir, yeah. It took me a while to get really into Sir. Because his first album I wasn't really into it, but the
Nah.
second one was good. The second one I loved.
He got
so I like
Land
this one, too.
Skywalker too.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Land
about that.
Skywalker. He's like a singer.
He's on there, too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, on
word?
TDE, yeah.
Damn, I ain't heard about him.
He was on that Power joint with Rhapsody and Kendrick Lamar. He was singing the hook on that.
Oh, that's who that was?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna check him out. That's dope. Okay, cool. So now I didn't prepare any questions for y'all as well. But I'm gonna ask y'all what for you we're gonna talk about Wood Forest 2. So but for y'all, what are y'all projects out if y'all have them out that are y'all I guess last push?
I got a few.
Okay, cool.
Last year, I got a joint project with Something Better. It's called You and Garvey, Part 1.
Okay.
And it's like more like a playlist, but it's just a mixtape of just Still Sharp and Still. We both just acknowledge each other's MCs and just want. We always felt like something like that was gonna happen eventually.
Is that the one with the black and white cover?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
no, I listened to that, yeah,
With
that
the
was
knife
good.
in his mouth.
Yeah, no, that was
Yeah.
cool. That was cool. That was a dope cover. I like
Oh
that.
man, yeah, it was a guy named
Yeah.
actually another member of our team.
Yeah.
I forget his
Oh,
name.
you forget his name too.
Another member of the team, but I can't remember his name.
Shout out to the white guy.
Yates.
No
Yates.
offense.
Yates.
Yeah.
Yates Creation.
Yes,
Yates
yes.
Creation. He's really dope. He takes his time. He might take a little bit longer than we expect, but
It's worth
it's definitely worth it when he puts out his the covers for sure.
That's dope. That's dope.
In addition to that, I re-released a project I dropped in 2018 last year called FHLC, Faith, Hope, Love, and Courage.
Okay.
Just kind of remastered it, made sure the production was a lot better, and yeah, that was the main two. And then I had a mixtape that dropped called Take Notes.
Okay.
So it's just a lot of rapping, a lot of melodic type of notes, and just different things like that. I did a little singing on some of them too.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. And we can go to the list too. We can pull out the list for yours with discography.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm in my own world right now. I'm like, I didn't know, boy. Dreamish. That nigga like, wait, what? Okay.
Cricket drop right so.
Right? Yeah. I was daydreaming, but yeah. I recently just dropped a beat tape. Some things off.
Okay.
Non-exotic beats, but Wolf Forest 2 for me, that's like one of my favorite albums.
Okay.
Because I feel like I got kind of personal. And like the things I was saying on there was more like constructive to myself, what my family members went through, especially my grandfather. He just passed of last year. So I wanted to, thank you, I wanted to like make something tribute to him and myself. Like me saying a goodbye. And you know what I'm saying, you're never going to be forgotten.
That's dope.
So that's why I made Wood Forest 2, because I was going through so much, whether it was me trying to figure out if I really want to continue to work on my craft or if I wanted to continue to produce. It was just, I was going through a lot at that time, so I was just like, you know what, I just want to drop something for the people to listen, to hear my side. Like,
right.
You know, get more in depth, because Wood Forest 1 was a classic. Like, you should check that out, it's on SoundCloud.
Most deaf.
And it was a classic, and man, when I dropped Wood Forest 2, I feel like I got more in depth and more in detail and constructive with the words I was saying.
Okay.
So yeah, man, that's one of my favorites.
You don't want me speaking for you.
Yeah.
I would say on an overall basis, anytime you drop, whether it's a beat tape or an album, it's an experience. It's like, you know, sometimes you know what kind of what you're gonna get from certain artists. With Ed, it's like you have to really, you have to be in a certain place, you have to be in a certain mentality, a certain time of the day, and you're gonna not just hear this album, not just dance to it, not just listen to the lyrics. You're gonna experience this energy that you won't experience with anybody else or with any other project, and it's different every time you hear something new.
And it's
that's
crazy.
what's so dope about
It's crazy. I got that from one of my mentors. Shout out to Tone Solid, man.
Definitely shout out to
my
Tone.
homie Ben. I mean, they gave me like so much courage to like just go left with certain sounds and stuff I did.
This nigga.
Disrespectful ass nigga, man.
I'd have whoop your ass.
Oh, fuck what they doing over here. I'm about to say what I want to say on this phone.
Hey, bro, we recording over here. Hey, bro. Yo, we recording over here.
Yeah, thanks, man.
So yeah, anyway, bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I feel like, you know, my close friends, Benjamin and Tone, you know, they kind of taught me certain things because my homie Tone's a Virgo, my homie Ben's a Sag.
Virgo.
Hey, Sag Nation. Let's get it.
Yeah, and I'm Gemini, so it's like when we all come together, we just make this music that's just super timeless.
Yeah, Gemini's and Sagittarius, they vibe well together anyway.
Yeah, man, and it was just like the stuff we created was like phenomenal, and they just, you know, I gravitated their energy and use it in my music. So a shout out to y'all, man. I really appreciate that. So yeah.
Okay, dope. And for you?
For me, well, I had a project. It's called Average. That's out now. It's on all streaming platforms. And I've done a lot of songs. Me and Ed have a lot of songs together. You know, when we come together, we kind of like a dynamic duo. So
okay,
you know, but talking about Average is more like just my upbringing, just me coming from Florida, moving to Atlanta, me being involved in like, you know, gangs and everything like that. You kind of get introduced to my lifestyle, and like you kind of hear my mom's voice, you hear my brother's voice on the album, and you hear my little brother's voice on the album. So it's just like you really getting to know me from Average. You know what I'm saying? It's just a kid striving to be something more than what they say he could be.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope.
Besides that, just me and PNG working together.
That's dope. Okay. So, since it's three of y'all, it's kind of a time consuming question, but for y'all latest project y'all have out, I need y'all to tell me what song y'all would showcase, what song is your favorite, and what song you have the most fun making.
Okay. for Wood Forest 2. The most fun song I made on there was probably Bipolar Souls.
Okay.
The one that caught my attention was Opus Magnum. It was very intriguing.
Great.
And then I'll probably say a beat I made a couple months back, me and Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
It's called LA Sunrise. And I made that off of
It's
off
nice.
shrooms, so it's like
It's
Okay.
hard. There you go. That's
super crazy.
Yeah, okay.
So those are like
Real.
my 3.
Okay, that's dope.
3.
Oh.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead. I'm still.
Oh, well, I guess LA Sunrise would be one. I like
Okay.
performing that because it's just like that cool vibe that you can do. And then the end, everybody get turned up, you know, when we tell the north side, south side, you know, what else? Termin Love, just because it's kind of like a laid back type of vibe. It kind of got that, I don't know if you ever heard Freddie Jackson. Have you ever loved somebody? That special somebody?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it got that sample in it.
Okay.
That's a nice little laid back vibe.
check
Something
him
for
out.
like the females. And 13 is just because I can kind of like express myself. It's more like instead of being on some chill type stuff, it's me just being more rowdy.
Okay.
You know, so
Okay, that's dope. That's dope.
giving you a different perspective for me. So that's mine.
Okay.
Cool. I would say so. There was a song that was supposed to be on the Huey and Garvey project called Pressure. I think we was gonna call it something else at one point, but SB didn't really like his verse, so he took it off, and that song ended up turning into a bonus track that I put on the re-release of the album FHLC.
Okay.
So it's called Pressure. It's out, and I would say that was one of my favorites, just because it allowed me to kind of basically test myself, see how lyrical, how many different layers I can add into one verse or one song,
Okay.
while still giving a message. Because I feel like anybody can rhyme any word if you kind of bend it or flip it, or just look in Rhyme Zone and find what word rhymes,
Yeah.
whatever. But can you do that and still tell a story or
Right.
convey a message at the same time? And so that was a good test for me. A recent song I would say is actually 2 of them. One called Recipe, which is coming on a project that's going to be coming out sometime this year.
Okay.
It's kind of food based. I'm really into food and cooking, so I just figured what better way to make an art than to combine 2 different songs or 2 different ideas, which is food and music in general. And I like that one because it just got a dancey vibe in terms of the hook, but I'm still rapping and kind of talking about something at the same time.
Okay.
And then Bounce is my last one. That was on the Take Notes project. That was probably the most clubbiest record I ever made. And same thing, same idea, just taking something I like to do every day, taking a vibe that people like to have, but still kind of being me in that same lane. I'm really focused on, really excited about what we got coming up, because we actually just dropped a song with Eyes From Above with me and
I
Ed.
produced it.
It. He featured on it. Got a really dope verse to it,
And then the other song, Rocky, that y'all put.
Right,
Rocky.
Rocky's soon to be coming out soon with
Okay.
all 3 of us on
produced
it.
that as well. Lamar.
Okay.
Okay, shout out to Lamar. Definitely dope beat. And yeah, I would say they all kind of lead into each other because they all speak on, especially the songs we do together. It all allows us to put our own touch on the song, but it meshes. It's like hearing us separate, you might not ever think we could put a song together and sound like the way we do.
Right.
But when we come together, it's like they say, come together like Voltron. It works. For
Yeah.
sure.
Nah, facts. Yeah, those are the best ones. To me, it's like the songs that you would never thought them two together would sound good on. Yeah, they make something magical. That's dope.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, Abstract, how do you know when like a beat is finished?
I mean, what I do is when a beat is finished, I first listen to what I want to make. Like I love listening to like classical music to get me started, or something that's like late 20s, like some swing music. So in order for me to like figure out a beat is finished, what I'll do is I'll listen to the foundation of the sound.
Okay.
And if I feel like the foundation of the sound doesn't have any more rhythm, or like say for instance my drums aren't hitting as much, I'll add extra drums on top of it, and you wouldn't even know.
Right.
Because I'll triple my drums. Most producers don't do that.
Layers.
Yeah, I'll layer them.
Yeah.
My favorite producer is Jay Dilla, so I kind of learned how to like structure it like that.
That's a good one.
Yeah. And what I'll do, sometimes I even loop a beat and just throw drums on it, and I feel like it's finished.
Yeah.
But the way I structure my beats now, I'll have the intro, the chorus, the verse. And then I'll go back to like a small bridge, then back to the chorus, and then the verse again.
Right.
And then have like a nice little outro.
Okay.
So that's how I construct my beats now. Back then I just used to just loop and be like, oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
And it'd be like
kind of half-assed a little bit, but it's
Yeah.
not on purpose. It's just like you create a sound that sounds
Right.
good to you. Yeah. Okay, that's dope. Was about to ask you, who are your favorite producers?
Whew. Jay Dilla.
Okay.
Ninth Wonder.
Good.
Large Professor.
I don't think I heard him.
He did
It's a couple.
good majority of Nas.
Nas.
Okay.
I don't really have a favorite producer.
Really?
Yay.
Yes.
It's just whatever sounds
For
good.
real.
That sounds good. For real.
Right.
For real. It's good.
Yeah, I take a
Tip.
lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just gravitate more towards Dilla because like he kind of inspired me to start producing because all I used to do in high school, I used to play ball, so I used to jam Dilla, like just warm-ups, just jamming Dilla, bumping my head. So
Right.
it was just, man, that shit just inspired me, the way he did his drums, and his sound was so different.
Yeah.
Like you never heard a sound like that before. So
Yeah.
I try to gravitate my music with a different sound, but not too similar to him, but more so abstract.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. That's cool. What was I about to ask? I had two questions. I know one of them. I can't think of the other one. All right. So I'm gonna ask this one. I was having this conversation with one of my homies, and I want to get y'all take on it. Do y'all believe that? Well, I feel like y'all are gonna answer, but I just want to hear y'all side of it. Do y'all believe J. Cole is a legend, or do you believe that he was revolutionary?
He's a legend.
Man,
I would say more legend than revolutionary.
Okay.
I can't really think of anything in particular that stands out to me
Right.
that he did that changed the game. I'm not that
Double
he,
platinum features?
with no features.
Nas did that.
I mean, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm saying I felt like it was. I couldn't think it was Nas, but I knew it was somebody else that had done it, and I know that somebody's that's done it since then. But like comparing it to a Kanye, I would say Kanye would be in comparison be a little bit more revolutionary because it's like the style in which people rap, the way people put their stuff together is completely different now than it was at the time when everybody wanted to be a gangster, and here this nerd come with the flyest clothes where he could find. Everybody thought he was just flamboyant.
Right.
And now look at the game.
Yeah.
While
Because
Cole,
he was
he's-
ahead of the game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cole is the leader of his own lane, but I don't think he necessarily
There's
changed the game.
no J. Cole without Kanye.
Right.
Just to give
That
you that
is
freedom
also
to like
true.
actually be you and be a dude
Yeah.
who came from college, you know. So
Right.
without Kanye.
Right.
I feel like those dudes definitely lived like way before this time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Oh,
I
man.
feel the same way
The
about
vision you gotta have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like the same way about myself. Like
Right.
I've lived here before because
Oh,
things
yeah.
I've do and encountered, like yeah, I've seen this before. I just
Yeah.
don't remember.
Yeah. No
Oh, yeah.
facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how to handle a situation like you kind of should know how to handle anyway,
Right.
in a sense. Yeah. No, for sure.
And I'm a Cole fan, so that's a hard question.
Yeah, that's because
Yeah,
I feel
just
like most
fair.
people. I'm not gonna say most people because a lot of people do like the internet hate on Cole, but also I feel like because my thing is, it's a lot of people say Cole suck or you're boring, but how many people you know is actually gonna out rap that nigga?
Right.
Like-
and make his own beats.
Right.
And like
Exactly,
It,
like,
was
come
enough
on.
that if that might have been one of, I don't want to say revolutionized. Kanye did that too.
Yeah.
But that was one thing that stood out to me when I first got into Cole was like, man, this dude with the warm up projects that he was doing was spitting
Yeah.
and did his own beats. Like that
Yeah.
take a lot of creativity to
Exactly.
be able to do and still be nice at it. And it apparently got Hove's attention.
Right.
Crit did the same thing. I feel like he's another one in that same lane where
Yeah.
he was like,
True.
He never get his
you ain't gonna
Yeah,
help him
he
do
ain't
it
got his
right.
flowers yet, bro. He
Never.
can definitely get his flowers.
Never.
Hey,
Cause he
shout out to Wolf, man. He be producing for him. Real
Word.
genuine guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Wolf
Cole-
Michael. Real dope.
Okay.
Cole is a legend, like I would put him in that category of a legend just because like how consistent he is in
Right.
today's game. It's just like to stay in this game as long as he did, you gotta be considered
Yeah.
a legend, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Most definitely.
First and foremost.
Especially with like KOD, like that nigga, he revamped his
man.
whole sound to like fit in with the modern times.
Just
but
to
he's-
prove a point.
Yeah, and like he was still talking this shit the whole time. Like,
I think for me that album was like it gravitated in a certain way to me. Like I feel like you learned something from that.
Most definitely.
Like from the young generation to now.
Yep.
Like he still had like an old soul in it, but he more so wanted to give back to the youth.
Yeah, for sure.
And just express himself like, okay, this is what kids are doing now. Drugs.
Right.
It's fun.
Right.
You know, but it's a
like,
life and a death situation.
Yeah, like let's get to real life with it, because I feel like all the rappers that do be doing, like, well, not even say doing, because a lot of them don't be doing this stuff. They just promote it in the music.
The biggest one.
He ain't been doing that stuff in a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
people that's dying by it just because they trying to keep up with
exactly.
you know?
Exactly.
So it's his way of trying to bridge the gap of like, okay, that ain't really my style, but I'm gonna show you how I would do it, and let me also show you what happens if you go this route.
Right.
That's when he was talking. What was that, Lil Pump? I think
Yeah.
he did a song for.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, it's cool, you can diss me or whatever, but let me show you. You can be me, or you can be Corey Guns on Love and Hip Hop. Pick one. Which side you want to go?
Exactly. And then after that, shortly afterwards, Lil Pump bought a house. You know, instead of like buying all this jewelry and shit. Like people I feel like after that, all the young rappers kind of started thinking more like longevity, like actual, like let me build something instead of just signing something away. I'm gonna just buy all this jewelry, I'm gonna buy these cars, get all these bitches and everything, which is that comes with the game already. You know. Yeah,
and what made J. Cole dope is like he embraced them. He didn't like, okay, I ain't fucking with these young ass niggas.
Right. His whole label's damn near a crew of young niggas. Like, bro,
niggas our age.
Yeah, bro,
like 20s, early 30s.
Yeah, dog. Like Jay is like 22. This nigga is gonna be like, once he gets older, he's gonna be like the next kid.
He's 29.
No, he's not.
Yeah, Jay 29.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
He gotta be.
Bro, hold on. Let's Google this. We're gonna Google it.
Right? Yeah.
No,
he's 9-2?
9-2? Well, he 28.
97.
He can't be. No,
28.
He's 90. Yeah, he 90.
He's 29.
No, you just Google it.
That's crazy.
That nigga look young as hell.
As hell.
Man,
oh shit, man. I thought he was like 22, 23. God damn.
Like in their 30s, like
For real?
Yeah, I know Earth Gang.
I thought they was in their 20s too.
No, man.
Oh yeah.
So
Cole youngest.
Boz in his 30s.
Yeah, but I know Boz in his 30s. I know Luda's in his 30s.
I just knew Jay was at least.
I thought he was like 20, 23. Yeah, like 24 at the most.
Wow.
Dang.
He's pretty
Young
young.
as hell.
Like that. Black don't crack.
Yeah, man.
Like that.
But nah, like that. Like if he's definitely gonna stay consistent with the music, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's the way his sound is going. Like people gonna revere him. Like revere, is that the word? Refer? I don't know.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, and you know, try to get him on vocabulary a little bit. But they're gonna revere him like Kendrick after a while, because again, like J. Cole said it himself, like Jizz the closest thing rapping next to me. Like that's it. Like nobody else is going. Like you think what like for the big three is Drake, Kendrick, Cole.
Heart, mind, soul.
Exactly. Like Drake and Kendrick, they know how to rap. They can rap their ass off. Kendrick like most niggas can out rap Drake. Let's be honest. But Kendrick, he got bars, but I feel like his shit, like in a sense, his shit has too many layers. Like you gotta deep dive his shit just to understand all of it. And like with Cole,
you have to play it 2-3 times.
Yeah, man. And that's also one thing like people love about Kendrick so much is that you have to do those deep dives and you have to like analyze it so much. Yeah, and then but Cole though, like he does stuff when he has layers, but you don't have to do a deep dive for it. Like
it's emotional.
You can like just listen to it. Okay, I got the message. Like Tell the Two Cities, like. Listen up from the first verse, you probably won't get the message. But once the second verse added to it, it added so many different layers to this shit. It's just that was a curious question I asked. We had like a long debate about this shit with me and a couple of my friends.
You can argue it either way. Like I said,
it's all objective, subjective.
A lot of people joke on the fact that Cole. I know they talk about it on Joe Budden podcast all the time. How all of Cole's fans are either college dropouts or just college students in general. Because he was the one to come out of St. John's and was like, yeah, when I was in college, I was fucking all these bitches, and now I'm standing outside of Ho's office trying to get a deal, and he put that in front of you, and that resonated with a lot of people in college at the time, or going to college at the time.
He inspired a generation of people to either go to college or just get smarter about this shit.
Right.
Like for sure, like the warm up, what was that? Friday Night Lights. Man, like come on.
It's still that.
Yes, that's classic. That's a classic mixtape. Classic mixtape. You need to go ahead and toss that on streaming service.
Yeah. Good try.
Yeah.
Chance the Rapper did it, so I know he should be able to do it.
Yeah, that's But he didn't even get Juice up on there though. That's the best song he had.
Oh, you say that?
Nah, it's on there, but it's like he's saying like, okay, let me explain you why I can't put this on here. This thing that couldn't happen because the people that approve it's all that stuff. So, but excuse me.
I bumped into Chance the Rapper at South by Southwest.
A word.
I left my wallet at a bar, and I was telling my homeboy, I was like, yo, I gotta go get my wallet. And I'm like, patting my hand, I'm like, and I hit somebody, and I turned around, it was Chance the Rapper, and I was like,
that's crazy.
Oh shit. Yeah. And I put my hand out to give him a dap. He just looked at me, he was like, and I'm like, bro, if you don't dap me up, I will delete all your mixtapes out of my damn phone, bro. He was like, thanks. All right, bro. I'm like, bro, it's Chance the Rapper. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I last time I was out there, I didn't bump into him, but I saw like Lil Yachty was there, and he was like, this is before he got like really big.
Yeah.
This is like when he kind of just did like Broccoli and what else other song he had? I feel kind of Minnesota, and what was the other one? At Night.
Yeah.
I forgot about that song. I want to see how that aged.
It'll age pretty.
Yeah,
I feel like it did age good.
Broccoli still ages kind of. Okay.
Honestly, listen to
Broccoli.
Broccoli.
It's not a club banger, but it's like you hear it, and you're like, oh, I remember that.
Yeah, it was cool.
But
I feel like honestly, listen to now. I feel like it's too long.
Yeah,
It's really long.
Okay, I can see why you said that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what's your favorite beat tape that you got out?
my favorite beat tape. Damn. Shit, I got so fucking many.
These are the next one.
Yeah,
There's so many of them.
I think this next one I'm dropping is actually one of my favorites because I got my own genre I created. It's called Irrational Hot, where I mix like rap, metal, techno, R&B, and funk all in one.
That sounds interesting.
So yeah, I think this Druggy Bums is gonna be like crazy. I'm thinking about dropping it next week.
Okay.
Sure,
Hey,
so.
Might have exclusive. We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see in time.
I'm random, so I randomly drop it. I'm very
That's dope.
spontaneous, so yeah.
Okay. Cool. Let's see if I got anything else for you guys. All right. So the way we wrap things up here, we ask y'all we do this segment and ask y'all what are you uninterested and interested in. And I'll start off. So first off, for example, I'm uninterested in people disrespecting people at work. That's very ugly. It's very disrespectful. It's very just, in a sense, inhumane. Because, people are going to work to get a check. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody wants to be behind the counter saying, "Oh, yes, sir, thank you. Have a nice day, great day." Like, keeping a smile on their face. When back at home, like, they got, like, negative 10 in their deposit. They got 2 kids. They got to pay rent. And they got to pay their car note and their phone bill. Like, nobody's trying to... People already got the stress of the world on their shoulders. Nobody wants to deal with the stress of somebody complaining because I got fucking like cheese on my potatoes and I asked for cheese. Like I don't know. Like it don't matter. Like bro, okay, cool. Like it's a way to go about it. You can always just express yourself. Like hey, this is not what I ordered. Or this is not what I wanted. This is not the customer service that I was expecting when I came here to spend my money. Right. It's be civilized. Talk to people like they're people because every day, everybody is a person. Nothing else.
Oh yeah. For sure.
Yeah. Exactly. And I feel like a lot of people they forget that and not even really forget, more just disregard it because you're working. I don't give a fuck about what you got to do. I'm gonna make this mess and leave it at the table.
Like, or I know I make more than you.
Right.
It's a hierarchy with that. Like, especially in the corporate office. I got a corporate job, and you can just feel this person because they know their salary and your hourly.
They walk around like their shit don't stink.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Bro, that's true.
Nah, bro, but
I work in a warehouse, so it's similar.
And that salary is not really what it's cracked up to be.
It's not. If anything, it's worse because you ain't got no overtime. Like, no matter how many hours you work, I'm giving you this. And because of that, because you're guaranteed whatever amount that is, you feel like you can look down on me. Like, if I work hard enough, my check's bigger than yours.
Exactly.
But I treat you like an equal, so why you can't look at
me come early and leave late?
And my biggest thing is outside of that, if like I see you on the street and you're on that same bullshit and I beat your ass, you a regular person. Like that money ain't gonna do shit for you. It ain't gonna do shit for you. Like that might do something. Yeah, that money come in handy then. But other than that, that's about it, man. Like
crazy. Like ain't got insurance. Yeah, you'd be surprised.
man. But yeah, I mean that's my main thing. Like treat people as people, you know, help each other out. Like, you know, we go places and businesses, like remember, like they're just working there. Like, you know, like everybody's trying to get home to their families or wherever it is. Like go to restaurants when y'all eat. Clean it, y'all, man. So at least put in like one plate or something. Like, you know, like it's not your house. You can't just do whatever.
Yeah,
like,
because once you work that environment, it's like
you understand. Like, it's not right. It's not right.
Yeah, you have a whole new respect for people who still
definitely
do fast food or the hospitality
industry. Yeah. Like I worked at a restaurant. I started understanding that. Like, I understand why you should tip people because that makes a huge difference.
Yeah,
like, bro,
when you go to a cashier, you try to give them the respect or bag. Try to help them
with
get the bags off.
Yeah, like it don't take nothing but 2 seconds, dog. Like. You already got the convenience of the store or the restaurant being there. Like, you don't have to treat people like the slave drivers.
Right, man. Yeah, my thing is, like, some people ain't observant. And they don't have common sense.
That's common sense ain't so common. Yeah.
It ain't.
Yeah. That's a sad thing, but, you know. Well, okay. And what I'm interested in, I am interested in...
I know what I'm interested in.
Battle rap.
Y'all seen the new caffeine stuff with Drake? That sounds pretty tight. Yeah, it sounds pretty tight.
I'm interested to see how it's gonna go.
Yeah, I want to see if it's gonna be like a whole bunch of new wave of like battle rappers come up. That'd be kind of cool.
I think so too. I thought about doing that for a while. You were saying, or was it like the old school?
Oh no, it was like we was homestead, like chilling back here, chilling with homies, we was smoking and shit. Yeah. And they seen I was like, let's battle rap. I was like, bro,
we can do that all day, every day. Who got the
I was trying to do it, but it like they forced me into it, and I wrecked them niggas. It's cool.
I ain't gonna lie, like battle rap, that shit is fun.
Yeah, most definitely, it is fun. It's because you get creative how you come up with your flows and your bars and stuff.
Especially when you gotta make them direct.
I'm about to make it direct. I'm gonna piss on your braids. You an ugly nigga. Your mama was a sex slave. They be tripping on that, yo.
Shout out to Arsenal.
Yeah, right. Arsenal is dangerous.
Yeah, the most disrespectful battle rapper ever.
He disrespected Cassidy, dude. They actually dropped something a couple weeks, like 2 months ago. Him and Cassidy was rap battling. Man, everybody booed Cassidy
in Philly. He battled Cassidy because he was trash.
He was trash.
He lost it.
Gully the kid stood behind Cassidy and was like, you know what?
He left. He left in like the third round and was doing an interview on the side.
He was like doing an interview on the
side. Cassidy fell off? Like,
yeah, man.
I think
it wasn't really that he fell off, because if you listen to his music, he's still nice. It's just when you compare what he did to what battle rap is now, you can't do what you used to do.
Yeah, they said it's not with the times.
No, not at all. Because they looking for the punch, and he still, I can still pick up a hippo and see me down with the hemi now. I'ma get it now. Like, it's super slow and just...
You see me fight a bear, help the bear! Like,
it's the same old same.
I'm merciful with the whoop ass.
Man. Crazy.
Yeah.
Some people just don't know how to age with the times. They stuck in that one.
And it don't help when your opponent blowing smoke in your face and it's his turn to go. And he literally picked up Cassidy. Like, he set a bar and like grabbed his shirt and kind of lifted him up.
That's when not battle rapper no more. That's not battle rap no more.
No, but they let it rock. He shouldn't have made it out of Philly. But like, I think The Source did an article on it, and that was the topic of the battle. It was like, not only did you lose, but you got 44-0 because of the fact that he disrespected you throughout the whole battle, and you ain't do nothing. You Cassidy the Hustler. He supposed to be gone. You in Philly.
Yeah, he's supposed to go up. Especially in your city. He's supposed to get like automatic like plus 10 boosts. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Let it rock though.
Just on the principle of it.
Right. Well, I guess I would say that's what I'm interested in. I'm interested in see how battle rap is gonna grow. Yeah, that'd be interesting. And I feel like, do y'all know we got a battle rap scene here in Houston?
We do. We got a whole league.
Really?
Yeah. Shout out to Scotty.
Okay.
Scotty, I think he run it. He actually battled for the URL for a while.
Oh, word?
Off and on.
That's right.
Matter of fact, when they first came to Houston, I think last year or the year before, for Gnome 9.
It was last year. Yeah, it was last year.
He opened against Loso, a Christian battle rapper.
That's dope. Okay.
He did
a Christian battle rapper.
He really good.
That's interesting.
How would you do that?
Wow.
I'll smite you with the Lord and
Jesus will throw stones at you and drink the blood.
That's how they
holy water will caress you, make it burn.
That I think they got a whole crew, and that's why they get a lot of flack. Because like, how can you be a Christian and be a pastor? Because most of them are pastors. And battle rap. Like, one dude had a line where I'm gonna baptize you to the bubble stop. That was a hard bar.
Ooh.
But it's like, you can't say that.
You gonna kill me?
Yeah, you gonna kill me in the baptism water? Damn.
That's hard though. That's hard.
It's hard.
Hey,
it's the hardest Christian.
Hey, I'm trying to. What church you go? What church he's at?
I
'Cause I
have
be
no
go there.
idea.
Trying to hit a bar. It's like.
That's why it's not good to put yourself in that box.
Street
Like,
hymns and A-Ward. That's the name of it. Four horsemen,
Okay.
what they call it.
Wow, that's tight. That's hard. I might have to check that out.
Revelations.
They nice when they go.
Yeah.
It's
It's
also another guy we went to school with named Irv Gotti. He usually do competitions too.
For sure.
Yeah, Irv Gotti.
Oh, okay. I was like Irv Gotti. I was like,
Nah, Irv
Got
Gotti.
it.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, got
Yeah,
it.
but they got a big Houston battle rap scene. I mean, I haven't been to too many events, but just follow everybody on social media, and they're nice.
Okay.
Man.
Hey, send me some shit. Like, send me some shit my way because I was kind of interested in getting into that because that's one thing I feel like a lot of people don't really like report on it that much.
Right.
Like with the actual
Not at all,
scenes.
really.
Yeah.
Most of the promotion I see is from them.
Yeah.
People who are in it.
Yeah, because I had a homegirl. She was looking for like trying to help her friend find a battle rap scene, and I asked around a couple people, and nobody knew anything about it. So yeah, definitely send that shit my way.
Gotcha.
That's cool. Okay. So what are y'all uninterested in? Interested in?
Me, I'm uninterested in artists that say they're gonna pay producers, don't pay producers.
Yikes.
Like, this is a thing, man.
Yikes. Yikes.
I feel like if you working with a producer, I mean, for me, man, I'll work with you. You ain't even gotta pay me until, you know what I'm saying, I'll give you a snippet of the beat. I'm not finna give you the whole thing.
Right.
If you want to buy all the stems and stuff, yeah, we can establish anything with the exclusives. But for right now, I'm gonna give you a snippet of the lease. And you might not even get a whole snippet of the lease. I might let you hear one time and that's it.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Because you're not paying me.
Right.
You know,
Because
I
niggas
feel
will
like,
take the beat and make a song
right.
off it real quick.
and
Watch
they'll
put it
loop
out.
that shit, and then somebody else will add drums on top of that.
Yeah.
That happened to me before.
Damn. That's
Yeah.
trash.
They were talking about how like producers, like how the producer contract is set up. Like you don't get the money until like it actually hits the stores.
Yeah,
and
like
then that's
after
when you
the
get
placement
paid.
is settled and shit like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
That's when you gonna get the money in when it's popping.
Right.
Like if it ain't popping, you still getting your money, but it ain't gonna be as much. It's
Right.
just
That's
special.
what's so important
Yeah.
actually buying the beat because if it's like, all right, if it's Joe Smo, the artist, you know, making a song or whatever, like he got like a following 100 people, he's probably gonna get like if maybe half of that if you lucky
Yeah,
or
man,
listen to it, and you're not really getting anything out of
Right,
it.
because I had that one for Uno the Activist. I didn't get shit back.
Damn.
Man.
So this shit was ass, man. Like,
Hey Uno, pay your fees, man.
nah, it ain't even nothing.
Nah, it's something, man. People working out here,
Ain't
dog.
nothing
Yeah.
Sonny, my bad, I mean to cut you off.
No, you good. Go ahead. No, I just said.
I mean, to Sonny Digital, he was talking about how like they do that, like they don't pay you till it comes out, and then like when it does come out, they be like, okay, it's gonna take a month. You'll get your check in a month, okay, and a month to come around, or you'll get your check in 2 months, and then it'll be a whole year before you actually get paid.
Next
Yeah.
year,
You know, so
now you
like,
getting a lawsuit trying to get
Yeah.
your money,
Right.
right? Like,
so,
Hey, producers, copyright your beats.
that's important.
That is important too.
Get some
Same thing
contracts
for lyrics.
together.
Copyright your
Yeah.
art.
Copyright is very
your
important.
lyrics. for
Find
real.
you a lawyer.
Yeah, yeah. Go
Negotiate
through the papers.
things.
Yeah, all that. Yeah. Get your contracts. Gotta have some
Oh.
contracts ready, man.
Sure.
and
That's
another
important.
thing, producers stop stealing other producers' beats.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yikes.
I plead the fifth. Hey, growing up, man, people was doing that shit, and I started doing that shit, saying, "Oh yeah, I made it." Oh, damn well, I made that beat. Hey, man, I'm
gonna
telling
lie,
the truth.
But that's cool if you a kid doing that. Like you a grown ass man. Like
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I met guys. Oh yeah, I produced that. Nigga, no, you didn't.
Because you'll go
It's
on
like stealing
YouTube.
bars.
yeah,
Like,
facts.
You'll go on YouTube and you'll hit one beat, then another guy, he got the same beat, but it's saying it's produced by him.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
he got his tag on.
Yeah,
it.
it's like, wait, I heard this
J
before.
Flacco
Yeah.
on the track.
Well, what? I'm like, I heard this before. Like, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know, one dude, he'll try to like, I can make beats for days, and all he do is go on YouTube, take that beat, and then put his tag over it, and do whatever you want him to do with it. Like,
That's
if you want to
funny.
put a sample on it, like a from a
doing that. YouTube to MP3.
So this shit's easy. It's nothing. It's
Yeah.
nothing.
So what do you use to
Like,
make your beats? Oh, YouTube. Just, just download.
the converter, you know.
Yeah.
That's it.
Good old
converter.
Google.
The God of converting.
Yeah, then he'll sell the beat for like $20. So
Right.
At least it ain't expensive, but still, that's trash.
That's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah, that's trash.
He gonna get sued, and he gonna get the other people sued.
Oh yeah.
Right, facts,
Everybody doing that.
facts.
Even if
Especially that
it's
song's
not-
hot.
Yeah,
that's gonna be
If
trash.
it's blowing up.
Yeah.
but
What are you interested in?
I mean, I'm actually interested in like helping others. Like if I see someone needs a helping hand,
It's good.
You know, I'm always down to help people that's down because I've been down before.
Right.
You know, everyone had that dark path.
Most definitely.
You know, it's crazy that you mentioned my interest because, man, like growing up, I didn't want to help nobody. I was an asshole.
Most people were.
Yeah,
like
you know what I'm saying? So now I feel like helping people kind of strive me to get better with my music. I like to build an audience like that, like helping others. I might see a homeless man, don't even want to record that, be like, oh, yo, I'm finna give him $100. I don't like recording.
that's so
too much.
cheesy. It's
That
like,
shit's cliche. Like, people doing
Look
that
how
shit.
helpful I am.
Yeah,
I'm
look
giving
at
this
me.
dude however much money.
Yeah, bro, just
help
do
the
this shit.
homeless.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
Do
helping
that.
my parents out, just, you know what I'm saying, being the best I can be. Helping, like, good friends like my homie Jermaine, BSF, and Ty. Like, they helped me, too. And, you know, they just showed me, you know, your greatest fears can be your biggest strength. And I came up with this quote years ago. Like, man, you'll know once you actually feel that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's definitely.
I
Yeah,
feel
it's
like
okay.
being a helpful person, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Are you
Being a
good?
helpful
You
person
talking.
is more dominant, like, you know what I'm saying? You helping somebody. I always, like, grew up, my mom would say, oh, if you help somebody, you know, you'll get your blessings in return. I feel like it's not a blessing. I mean, it's something that we need to do.
Right.
Yeah, facts.
You know,
It's
especially where we
not
from,
right.
man. We all from Houston. A lot of people be like, oh, man, I'm gonna look out for this dude. We gonna work on the track. Never do nothing.
Never
Right.
right. That person again.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't trying to work, man.
At all.
That's
People
what
want
it
to
is.
work with you when they feel like you got like a type of
Some-
buzz.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm
Something
saying?
that they can benefit from
Right.
more than you.
Just talk about this on the last pod,
Yeah.
bro. That shit's trash.
Cause you can have people like, yo, come out to my video. Don't nobody come out, but then you'll see that person on somebody else's video shoot because they feel like, oh, I can gain more from this person than that person. So it's like,
Everybody's so like, what's self? I guess they have their own self-interest in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Self-preservation.
Yeah,
It's just-
always.
a lot of people faking it till they make it.
Yeah,
Man,
but
that's
it's like the thing is though, you can like self-preserve while still helping others.
Right.
Like, because at the end of the day, like, for example, with the podcast, like, we bring artists on, we promote the page, or we promote y'all music and everything, whatever y'all got going on. Okay, after you come on, to me it's like, all right, that's our business deal. Cool, shake hands. No matter what you do from now on, I'm promoting your shit. When you
Right.
post something, it's post on the page. It's post on the page. Boom. Check out this stuff. Check it out. Okay, same thing back. Y'all do the same thing for us.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
bet. Now, whichever one takes off first, it's gonna take off. So
Right.
if y'all take off first, then people gonna start looking y'all up. Boom, boom, boom. Type y'all in. They type y'all in YouTube. It's gonna be y'all videos, and then shortly after, y'all interviews gonna come up. Oh, let me check out the interview. Wow, it's a dope interview. That's cool. They was doing this way back then. That's dope. Okay, let me check out the rest of the interviews. Now it's like we like coexisting with each other.
Right,
It's
right.
we're like I believe it's either. I was supposed to do the research and actually look under the definitions, but we're either parasitic or symbiotic. It's either one
I
of
want
the
to
two.
say somebody.
Symbiotic, yeah.
Yeah.
It's parasitic.
Yeah.
It's
This kid's constantly taking.
Taking,
Yeah.
taking.
Okay, this is symbiotic then.
To your detriment, I'm
Yeah.
gaining.
Yeah.
Symbiotic is we're both helping each other.
Exactly, bro. We symbiotic. Like we help us out. We'll help you.
Right.
And like, and then again, if you constantly putting out work, that's even better for you. Like, boom, we just keep posting. Y'all keep getting seen.
Yeah.
And then also with this, like, y'all can take this and turn it to like a commercial. Like, I'm waiting for somebody to get the idea to take the pod and like use that as like
I
an
wanna
intro or
use it.
something.
I want to use it in my
Right.
video.
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
definitely
Yeah,
gonna use it.
no, yeah. I'm waiting for it because
Hey, edit that part out so nobody do it.
You're gonna get your royalties from me.
Right.
Appreciate
Both of you all.
But no, that's what I'm saying. That's why I be telling people like this episode when you're doing it, it's y'all's. Like y'all can do whatever y'all want with it. Like it's basically a portfolio. So if anybody
ever
asks,
hit me for the clips, I got all the
Right.
Nobody ever hit me for
It's
that.
like that's
I got
almost-
them on my
And
heart.
some-
See,
some
I didn't
point,
know.
I
To
keep
play
going
devil's
episode.
advocate,
That's
some
cool.
people
Just
probably
ask
just
shit.
don't think about it.
No,
Like,
facts.
I ain't never
That's no-
thought that I could have just asked. I thought it would have
Yeah.
been something crazy. Just
No,
some
facts.
people, because I do it a lot in my job and just different things. Some people might overthink it and it's like, well, man, I might have to go through all these politics to get this clip. Or they might say, well, we own the clip, we can give you nothing. Like, you
Why you do that
Oh no, that's my asshole response.
We're gonna need that clip, sir. Bye. We're gonna need the clip.
I'm good what you need. I ain't give you shit.
Sound like Black Dynamite. We ain't give you shit.
Damn it.
but no, like again, though, a lot of this shit though is like you don't know if you don't ask. Like,
Right.
like the worst thing you can get is no.
It's no.
Yeah, like I can't be like
And
I'm
I
not
can
gonna,
accept that.
yeah, I'm not gonna be like, nah, you good. Nah, it's not gonna be like, I'm gonna be like, hey, nah, Actually, fuck that. Give me the whole episode back. It's not like, fuck all that. Fuck your podcast. I'm deleting up everything. Like, no.
Who was that bald head nigga? Who was
like, bro, like, no, that's not happening, bro. We're here for the people. We're here for the culture. And like,
man.
Yeah, it's gotta be a give and take.
Support black-owned businesses.
Exactly.
Yeah, Black History Month, and people are still like, they don't get it.
People will go watch
don't want to.
No Jumper, fucking Paul Rosenberg or whatever, any other like white man podcast or either like
People love Narwhal.
Yeah, like bro,
imagine
weird
ass I mean, I like what I'm saying. No, this to Narwhal, but it's like if we got a black Narwhal, why should we not support him first?
Exactly.
I'm the black Narwhal.
If I got
support him.
If I got a black restaurant and a commercially owned restaurant and they sell the same, I was just talking to my coworker about this. If I got somebody that I know, like say you got a business and you selling burgers and it's McDonald's down the street, I'm going to you first. I might even have to pay an extra $1, but that I know that money is going to our community and I know who I'm supporting directly. I'm not supporting a corporation that don't need my money. I'm supporting somebody that I grew up from the mud with. Right.
Don't come to me because the shit gonna be nasty. Don't support me though. Make a good ass, I'll make some good ass French fries. Right.
Don't eat that burger though.
Salmonella.
Oh shit.
Coronavirus.
Hey, that's just here. It's in Texas.
Yeah, it's in the nation.
I think it was in Dallas too.
How though? Like I don't understand how like it's in the country then like
it's all over the.
That's because the government's putting it up.
Yeah, I'm not saying
niggas coming by and explain something airways walking by and you just like, oh shit, what is this?
I saw a video this morning where they showed this Asian guy walking in an elevator. And he coughed on his hand, like licked his hand and started rubbing on all the buttons.
Oh, fuck
and walked out, and they were saying like evidence that people are trying to spread it. It's like, yo, this is crazy.
Niggas sick.
What? Like that's wow. For somebody to feel like where is your conscience? I tell people all the time, like I might joke and I refer to people like, hey, what's up, human? And I do it because it's like some people do things to make me think like either I'm not human or y'all aren't. Your way of thinking is so savage that I can't even fathom.
Yeah, how you got to that product, like that
what are
conclusion
you going to make you feel like that's okay? The poverty and just the death in the world that goes on, and you cool with that. Why is that okay for you? That should bother you at least a little bit.
Yeah. See, that's why I like being segregated. I like being to myself.
Yeah. Honestly, I was thinking about that. If we did segregation now, shit might actually go right. It might go right.
David Banner once said that that might have been the worst thing that happened to black people.
Yes,
was integration.
Because we had
it forced us to have black-owned businesses support each other and keep our money in the community. Mm-hmm. And now,
I think that's why that's probably why they incorporated more into society. Yeah,
because they say as soon as integration happened, all the bus stations and the stuff that we used to have to use got shut down. It was like, I'm going to the white people stuff now.
Malcolm X was preaching like we don't need. We don't want what you have. We don't want to be with you. We just want to have the same equality that you have. We don't have to work at your job. We just want to be able to have the same opportunities.
We just don't want y'all to burn our cities down like a Black Wall Street when we have them. We don't really care that we with y'all. We just want to make sure we can keep our own stuff.
But also, like once they see like we're building something that's actually like just black.
Yeah,
they have to shut that down.
They have to pay one of our own to destroy it.
Yeah, or they'll come and try to take it and like. You know, with braids, like when we do it, it's like ghetto. But when white women do it, it's like
it's trendy.
Yeah, it's oh my God! Look at this new hairstyle.
Dude went allowed to graduate high school.
I saw that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Why
is that still a thing? Why is that still a thing? Yeah, that should have been a thing. Like
you wait till he about to graduate.
Trying to hold this man back. Trying to hold him back, bro.
Yeah. But if that was Susie that had, like you said, had braids, it would have been the trendiest thing. She
Susie can walk around blue, blonde, and purple hair and be all right. Like
and shoot up the school next.
Because that's how Kylie Jenner was doing. She put Timbs on. She put Timbs on. She put braids in her hair, and it became like a look now. You know.
Yeah, all the girls want to do
the whole lips thing. Remember, everybody had the Coke bottles and was trying to puff their lips out.
Yeah, all of a sudden people want to have lips. Like, bro, we used to get made fun of our lips
all the time. I know. This bottom lip has got me in so much trouble. Shoot, man, and now y'all want that?
Yeah, like
that's crazy.
Anyways, that's a whole nother pod. Did you say what you was interested in?
In the sense, I would say, okay. I have one. One thing that I would say I'm interested in that kind of piggybacks off of what Ed was saying is like helping others and just doing things not necessarily to expect the same reciprocation back.
Right.
Like, okay, if I'm only doing this because I know you're gonna do
right.
it. Like, nah, just do it because you can.
Yeah.
Because I do things sometimes where I know it's like, well, they might not even really know what I'm doing it to fully appreciate it, but I know it's something that needs to be done and that somebody can benefit from it. So I might take a few minutes to stop and go help somebody that may not have even asked me to, just because it looked like they need help. And sometimes I believe in karma a lot, and I think that
Most
comes
definitely.
back some kind of way. It might not come back the same way you dished it out, but that energy is gonna stay around you.
It's gonna come
if you
around.
put out negative energy, it's gonna come back to you.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna, whether you feel bad, you might not get enough sleep. You might not be able to be as productive through your work, or your music might not come out well.
Right.
But if you put out good energy constantly, it's gonna come back. They talked about that with Kanye. I was watching some video about how my dark twisted fantasy came out. I don't remember the name, but they say every day that he had a set schedule that he did with everybody. They would wake up, eat breakfast, and they had like an hour meeting where they would talk about what happened last night, what happened today, and what's gonna happen
That's
tomorrow.
productive.
And after that, they would go work out, play basketball, chill, go and do some type of community service for the area because they lived in Hawaii at the time. And then they would go and record from 4 until 4 the next morning and then do it all over.
That's a lot of good
They did
energy.
that every
they
day.
get like all the excess energy, like the shit they don't need out, and they get the
Right.
good energy back in.
Right.
And,
And
yeah,
going
that's
back
tight.
and listening to that
Okay,
album, like,
that's
you felt
interesting.
it. You like, dang, okay, so that's where all this grand energy
Yeah,
comes
these
from.
emotions
because
you feeling and
They
shit.
felt that.
Yeah, that's
For real.
tight. Especially from doing a 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. Like when you hit them late hours, like that's when the feels come out. So
Oh, yeah.
that's
And They
tight.
channeled it. He
I didn't
was-
know that. That's dope. That's dope.
That speaks to the visionary Kanye, and it made
all
me
those-
really, because I didn't like the album at all originally. Well, I take that back. I liked some of it.
Love that album.
But going back and listening to it, it's like, dang, now
Nah,
I
that-
see why people think this is the best album ever made.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna appreciate it a lot more just knowing that now.
Right.
Yeah, that's
For
tight.
sure.
That's tight. All right, and what are you uninterested and interested in?
For me, it would be sensitivity, and I would say more of like
You uninterested in sensitivity, or
like
interested?
how the world is just coming. Like if you say something,
Oh, you saying people act like bitches?
yeah, or like trying to emasculate like the black man, how they're
Yeah.
just trying to like put us in dresses, or they're trying to like
You're not trying to rock the dress.
no man. I mean like. Cause I don't see any like white men doing it. That's why I don't see any white men like wearing
Never.
dresses or like.
Never.
But if you go to
The
like
Scottish? Scottish be doing it.
who?
The Scottish
That's
wearing the kilts.
their culture though. Like you don't see any like when you
Well,
go to
the
the
kilts,
Grammys or
yeah.
the Oscars, you don't see any.
And they kill people in those.
Right.
So it's like
Right.
they make probably one of the girliest moves you can make, gangster. They're like,
You
yeah,
know.
I got like a dress, but I got a sword in my hand too. So
right.
that's how I make it work. When they make sure to do it to all of our prominent figures.
Right.
If we can't kill you, we're gonna demasculate you or make you send a message that we
Because
want you to send.
When Lil Nas X came into the rap game, he wasn't dressing like that.
No.
Nah, he
But
wasn't.
now
he was gay. It didn't even matter. At
Yeah.
that
He didn't.
point.
Nah, I didn't even think he was gay.
He was just an old time road dude.
But also, okay, like, I was having this conversation with my dad, my girlfriend yesterday, because we was talking about this, and it's like, why does it have to be a thing like, oh, I'm gay, or I'm this,
Right.
I'm a they, I'm a he, I'm a she,
yeah.
I'm a X, I'm a unicorn, or whatever. Like,
Wayne Wade kid.
yeah.
Oh,
Why does that have to be like he's 12?
Right,
Like-
he shouldn't even be old enough to know
Yeah.
what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
And then you leave when you do that. You leave him room to. What if he grows up and decides, you know what? I don't think I want to be a girl no
Yeah.
more.
Exactly.
And he already had the surgery.
Yeah,
Because a
exactly.
story came out last year where a teenager did that.
Yeah, I
Got
heard
the
about
surgery
that.
at a young age and
They
became
regretted
like
that shit.
18 and completely regretted it.
Right.
And was like, no, I want to go back, but you can't.
And my
Everything's
thing
going
is,
now.
since he now wants to be referred as a she, when he goes and do a physical, do they now do a physical as like a female, or do
Right.
they like treat him?
No,
as
they
like
still gonna grab his balls,
They're
make
still
him
gonna
cough.
grab it.
You turn around,
Yeah.
if it's there, we got to do
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I'm like, that's where it gets confusing to me.
But
Just
I think
Yeah.
they're doing the surgery with him though. I
Yeah,
think
it's
he's planning
they
on
probably, he's probably
transitioning
that's why
fully.
that's why they announced it like that. So it's not
Right.
like no shock to anybody.
Right.
But again, I talked about this last pod, and it was just like I feel like he's too young. Like he has to identify himself as a
right.
black person first,
Yeah.
Right.
before he figures out like, oh, I want to be a black woman.
Right.
And then at that, like, now you're not
You like girls for real.
Yeah, like,
you
he's like, you know what I'm
never had a
saying?
kiss. You don't know what hugs are.
Man, that pussy could feel
None of
amazing
that.
to you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know. Like, hey, man.
You be like, you know what? I don't want to have this, but I want to have this.
I ain't never been this part of Pussy Town before.
Yeah.
Like, but nah, like it's
They blame black men for like not supporting it. You know, like what happened with Jussie Smollett when he ended up lying and everybody was just like, black men don't support the LGBT
Right.
community. They don't support black women. But when they figured out he was lying, it was like,
damn, everybody got caught.
yeah, like now look, you know what I'm saying?
But also at the same time, like, who supports black people?
Nobody.
Like,
Nobody.
black
We
people
are-
damn
yeah,
support
I'm
black
just
people.
saying,
Like,
we are
shit.
taught to not support ourselves.
Like,
We would.
No,
and-
I'm not gonna say we're not taught. We're programmed.
Right.
Yeah,
That's the
that's
best.
different.
It's a
That's the
program
better
thing, man.
For sure.
Like, I was talking to my mom about that yesterday. I was like, you were programmed to, you know what I'm saying, tell us these things because you are our mother, but your mother taught you this. You should approach things differently. And she kind of took offense of it.
They always do.
I got a song about that. So remember What's Free with Meek Mill, Jay-Z?
Yeah.
I did my own version of it.
That's all right.
And talked about that. Like just from the prison industrial complex to redlining and right after segregation or integration, what happened? Like they started redlining. So okay, well we can't stop you from intermixing with our people. We're gonna put you in positions to where you stay at, it's gonna be harder for you to live, and where you work at, it's gonna be harder for you to make more money.
Right.
And like you said, it's programming. That's why they call these hoods projects.
Right.
And stuff like that, because it was a project, the Tuskegee project, when they gave us syphilis or sickle cell. I mean,
Yeah.
they like all of that stuff. We were conditioned and trained over generations to naturally think I'm lesser than. Naturally think it's harder for me, which means I should give up and just do whatever they tell me to do and be a super predator.
Right.
Shout out to Hillary Clinton. So,
Yeah, that's the crazy thing because everybody like who had a play in that Crime Bill Act, we voted for him now.
Yeah.
Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders, Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, we all voting for them. It's like they were the reason why
Trump
a
was
lot
there
of
too. Trump was an avid supporter of all that. He was like, yeah, but they deserve the 3 strikes rule.
Yeah,
Like
that's
that,
why a lot of black men are in jail. because of
man.
that,
Like
you know?
that did a lot of damage because from one you got that, and in the Reagan era with crack. So now not only if we not gonna put you in jail and take your fathers away out the household and reinvigorate what a family should be, we gonna make sure your mama on crack.
Right.
So when you go up, you can be in the gang and sell your mama the same stuff we threw in the community,
Right.
and then everybody messed up.
We just killing ourselves from the inside.
I feel like Ronald Reagan, he like planted the seed, and Bill Clinton, he like watered the flower.
That's a
after,
fact.
bro. You know,
For sure.
Yeah.
that's and it's unfortunate because like
Yeah.
black men, we get the blame for stuff that we don't have control over.
That's just already kind of like
It's set up for
it's
it.
it's like almost not in it. I can't, for lack of better terms, like set in stone, like almost,
Right.
but like it's not by our choosing. It's like
Right.
it was chose for us, and it's kind of way. But also, I feel like we're getting past it. We're getting to the time where that's changing.
Yeah.
Like these new kids coming up, they know what the shit
They're
is.
aware.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They're
Now
very aware.
it's no longer because I think it's because it's a good and a bad thing, but it's because of social media.
Yeah,
Because
for sure.
information is so readily available.
Yeah.
You can lie to me all you want to. If I Google
I can
you
Google it
enough,
right now.
I'm gonna find out if you tell
I
the
can
truth.
Google this stuff right now and figure out if you're lying or not.
Like who killed Malcolm X? Like look how long it took for a story like this to come out.
That should have
But
been out the
they've
first day.
always known about it.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
the place where it came from, like they talk about the Jersey Mosque. Everybody in Jersey knew the dude that was there who had the shotty. They had the video of the dude walking away. The podium was still at the place. But you know what was beneficial for so many people was not going to be justly convicted. Like that person was never going to get judged. They knew.
Yeah.
The dude said, "I did it with 4 other people, and these 2 wasn't a part of it." And they were like, "Nah." They go to jail anyway.
Yeah,
And then one of them lost his life in jail, and the other one lost 20 years of his life, and they couldn't do nothing about it.
And Craig, he still don't want to do nothing about it.
Right.
Like it doesn't benefit me to like have this guy thrown in jail. It's like, but you spent 20 years. Why would you not want to?
It's a crazy world we live in.
Yeah. And they talk about all the time, they're like dealing with religion, you would think that, especially with the Muslim community, if they were true Muslims, they would have came forward themselves because they're sinning by allowing somebody to take responsibility for their own sins.
It's that politics, man.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a lot more to it. It's a lot more to it. It's
whole
never
lot
just
to
like clean cut, just directly to the point. It's always something else because when I was listening to a podcast and was talking about it, and so they were saying it was a lot like just with the money involved, because when you're a religious entity, you don't have to pay taxes or nothing like that.
Yeah. So Nation of Islam truly benefits.
Oh yeah, so
Christian community does too a lot. Well, a lot of mega churches, I say.
Yeah,
the big ones, they like the Joel Osteens of the world. They know how to
and
finagle them
I
taxes.
talk to people about that, and they'll be like, "Well, why shouldn't he make that much money?" And I'm like,
"Why should he?"
Do you know what a church used to be? That's not what that was for. That was meant to be put right back into the community.
Yeah, most of the money he should be making should be going back into the church or the community.
And that's how it used to be set up. Like if you had somebody in the church that fell on hard times or needed a job, that's what that money was for. To look out for them.
Pastors coming in on fucking helicopter.
What do you need a helicopter?
Superstar pastors coming out
coming out
like that.
Bentleys,
superstar pastors.
And they dressed to the T.
It's one pastor who got 3 churches, and he used a helicopter to go to each of them. I'm like, what do you need this for?
Even Creflo Dollar. Well, I mean, I can't really like him because
Peter Popoff.
He didn't steal it. He was more like, hey, y'all want to give me some money? I'm trying to get the jet. I need to spread the word of Jesus across the world. I can't do that on commercial flights. Yeah,
you can do it on YouTube. Just go on YouTube.
Right.
Record yourself.
And then how they show how Peter Popoff, how we would have somebody like, her name is such and such in the audience, and they'll call them up, and then they'll talk to them and tell them all about themselves, and then they're like, oh, I got this magic water or this magic praying carpet.
That's all pre-produced.
They slap them on the head.
They fall out. I'll be like, man,
you can walk now.
that type of stuff gives God a bad name. It's like because people using religion and power to get over on people, and people end up hating God because of what man is doing. You know, so
most definitely. That's why I feel like most people in our generation now.
In nature, I think we are. Because religion is more, as a whole, is man-made.
For sure.
I can't learn this religion if somebody's gonna teach it to me. But spirituality is something you can see in babies. Like my little daughter, I know she's the most spiritual thing I've ever seen, because when you know how you introduce a kid to somebody, and the parent be like, "Oh, give him a hug. That's such and such." And they ain't really feeling it. That's not an accident. They instinctively don't like something about that person. You shouldn't force them. So if we were smart enough as adults, we would know hey, we need to pay attention to these kids because they don't know the world yet.
Kids
so they can still feel this energy and understand that energy more than anything else.
Yeah, that's one thing I feel like as artists we have to do better at in promoting stuff. Is I feel like we kind of be promoting to older people and more people our age and stuff, or at least a little younger age group below us. We need to be getting stuff to these kids, so they can see this stuff, because they're the people who's gonna push the music the hardest. Kids will go watch a video. You had a video, put out a video, they watch that shit 20 times in one sitting, just because they love it that much. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely, you got these girls saying they want a hot girl summer now. And they want to be out here having different.
Until Valentine's Day roll around.
I wonder if they're gonna do that again this summer.
I hope not, man.
I hope so.
They're gonna find something else.
I hope so. As long if they act out, then yeah. If they're not acting out, I don't want to see it. I don't care. Yeah. I want to see.
Cool, but then you can't come back and be like, oh, I can't be like niggas ain't shit when you out here trying to do the same.
But Megan had a whole nigga the whole time she was promoting that shit though. That's the
crazy
girl
times. All of them. Really, if you think about it, I don't think it was one that was doing it that was actually single.
No, it wasn't. But people fall for the scheme. They don't understand. It's marketing. It's all it's all marketing, bro.
That's for real. Sex sells. At the end of the day, sex and drugs. It's
Young Miami had a baby. I'm like,
married. Nikki is married now, and she's still out here rapping like she's single. I mean, that's just how it goes. It's just
to put the pussy in the sideburns.
As a musician, that's the only frustrating thing about being a musician. Is I don't feel comfortable doing that in my own music. I know I'm good enough to where I can make up any story about. I could be Benny the Butcher if I wanted to.
Yeah, that's easy.
But it's that ain't really my life. So it's it's not gonna hit as hard when I know I can speak about me waking up in the morning and having to deal with something my daughter told me and going to go cook or just dealing with real life. I can put that into an artistic form, and now it feel better recording it, reciting it, explaining it to somebody, and them experiencing it too. Dang, I remember that. My daughter shitted on me too when I was giving her. That's the art part. Make your life into something that somebody can relate to.
Yeah, that's
don't
why
make up something.
I champion like Tierra Whack and Rhapsody, just because
Yeah,
you get
most
to know more of the female mind rather than just like the sex part of it.
Yeah,
Your body
they
part
rap
is like
so much more than that.
what's going on in their head, or No Name, what's going on in their head. Like you actually get to hear what a female thinks about like the world instead of like, okay, my pussy good and this that.
Right.
It's like
And it's
nothing
probably
wrong
trash.
with that. Yeah,
I love
nothing
hearing
wrong with
that too,
but it's like
yeah, I'm trying to hear the other shit.
It just
Yeah,
sucks
I
that it's
wanna
probably
hear-
trash though. Like yeah, you're creative and you're talking about all these things you would do to a dude.
But you can't
and
keep
like,
them in.
yeah, you probably can't do that for real. Like, I
Right.
guarantee you, like, all right, bet, do it.
Now you
Do it.
party.
I make bend
yeah.
the knees and show me.
Yeah, but
let's
it's
see
like-
how much of a hot girl summer you want to have.
It's just like that's why I be like Tierra Whack, Rhapsody. Ain't nobody touching them in the game.
Right.
Like, it's
Especially
like
rap,
we need them. That's why like why don't females like go after them, champion them, or like these are the women who like actually being themselves. They not trying to.
But
promote
it's
their
because
image.
it's way easier to be somebody else than be yourself.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
That's what it is. Like Tierra Whack can be like, yo, I took a picture of me of my doodle and it turned out blue. She'll do some shit like that. Like then it'd be like, yo, that's nasty as fuck. But just like, what other girl
That's TMI.
doing that shit? Like, you know, Rhapsody's so down to earth. I met Rhapsody one time and
A word?
yeah, she was at a Waffle House and I was like, yo,
That's
Rhapsody, what's up? And she could have been like, I don't know you, but she just walked up to me like, yo, what's up? She listened to my music and all that. She
That's
like really
tight.
down to earth. Like,
That's dope. That's dope.
So that's why I'm like, we need more females like that. Yeah, like,
And if you do live that lifestyle, have at it. So be it, do your thing, make it dope. It's just to me, it's almost like how the art form used to be. I mean, going from parties, rap was originally meant to be a party thing,
Right.
get the crowd going, but
That shit wasn't
we felt-
party music. I be listening back to that shit. That shit was not party music, bro.
No, I'm thinking nah.
Nah,
I
I
didn't
didn't
like
like
they
it.
party to it, but
Yeah, that wasn't party
wasn't
music at all. Like,
And then we went to the 90s, like people wanted to hear, or that late 80s, you had the Public Enemy. You wanted to hear your life being portrayed in a song or a video.
Yeah.
And so it's like I try to bridge the gap. Like, okay, I want something that you can have fun to, but I also want you to come away from all of my songs with a message.
Right.
Like, if you really pay attention, I was telling you about the prison industrial complex, or going to go buy your own house instead of renting an apartment that's going to go up whenever they feel like it. Like, or I'm telling you to raise your kids and, do whatever you do, but, if you got kids, raise your kids.
Right.
I'm doing it in a fun way, but I'm also telling you who I am in every part of my song at some point.
right.
So,
Yeah. We never got what you was interested in.
oh well, I guess it would go hand in hand with this.
With
Just
the big
more being,
tangent.
it would go hand in hand. Just people being authentic and actually just like when they say they want to make a change, they mean what they say. It's just not the spare of the moment time. Or I want to make a change, but then like tomorrow or something else. I was like, I want to see people who actually mean what they say and put what they say to work, not just like, I'm woke for the moment, but then tomorrow I'm just, now I'm going to be twerking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want more people to actually put their foot forward. If you got a dream or something, actually do it.
Yeah, facts. Big
a
facts.
dream is only a dream until you write it down.
Right.
It's
Exactly.
a goal.
Right.
So the action it matters.
Yeah, most definitely. It's a good pod, guys. It's a good pod. This is the longest podcast we ever had, so this is dope. There's a lot of good content. So, is there anything else y'all want to tell the people before we head out this mug? Projects coming out?
PNG.
Yeah, we have a PNG project coming out in the middle of March.
Check for that.
Produced by me and my cousin. And we're also going to be doing other things as well. I know I'm going to be dropping another project late October.
Dope.
So, but I'm going to be dropping beat tapes every month.
Check out for the beat tapes.
And
Follow them.
Also, each of us will be dropping our individual project this year too. So
for sure.
Dope.
we trying to like get on it, man. We working out here, you know.
Taking the Griselda model.
I'm not gonna lie.
Every Friday, like, yo, I got another 16 for you.
Them niggas be working.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna toot our horn, but I feel like, yo, when it comes to talent, bro, like nobody's really like touching us when it comes to like this rapping and like
Yeah.
this being like authentic, cause like
Talk your shit.
yeah, you feel me, like every one of us is like, you know what I'm saying, it's like
no type of music we not giving.
yeah, like
Right,
nobody's really like. People could be like, oh well, I did this, but it's like when we talk about it, we like actually
About it.
live the shit that we talk about. It's
For
not
sure.
just like I'm out here doing this, like bro, like no, you're not, like
I see you.
yeah. So
That's
it's
what you
like,
doing right now.
and like you got Abstract over here, he doing his thing. You got Devon By, he one of the most lyrical niggas that you can ever like. I'm saying like if you go against a nigga, you probably gonna get bodied. You feel me? It's like when it comes to like abstract making beats, like nigga, like
oh man,
can't touch them. It's like
question.
You feel me? And like I'm one of the smoothest niggas out here. So you feel me? So like nigga,
only
ain't
one that can
nobody.
be gangster on a R&B record.
Yes.
It works. Like that's
You know what I'm
hard.
saying?
That's
It's like
Facts.
we doing this shit and like it's. I feel like it's just our time to shine, and I'm just tired of us being looked over. So I'm like, this year we coming for me.
That's all in a matter of time, man. Keep the work going. It's gonna happen.
Right.
Hey, appreciate y'all coming through. Appreciate
Man,
this
appreciate
interview.
you,
It was
man.
great.
Enjoy your record, man.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. That was really dope. First off, or last off, I need to. Where can they follow y'all at?
You can follow me on Instagram at Abstract Flanders. Also got a beat page. I rarely post, but it's Abstract Flanders Beats.
Good.
Got me on Divine by Music. I believe it's Divine by on everything. So DIVINEBA Music on Instagram, Facebook. Like the page on Facebook. Yeah, that's it for me.
You can follow me at Nobvdy. That's NOBVDY_. You know. Also, you want to listen to my music? It's Jeff Nobvdy. That's NOBVDY Nobvdy. And that's pretty much it. You know.
And we got a team page. I think it's PNG Worldwide. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
PNG Worldwide. If you look up any of us or just PNG, you probably gonna find a hashtag on one of our posts. You better find our music on just about everything.
Dope. Well, follow them. Go to their pages. Go to YouTube. Subscribe. Do you have videos out?
I have a video out.
You got a video?
Yeah, I got a
YouTube?
video.
You got a video too?
Yeah,
Okay,
I got
cool.
beats on that too.
Dope.
Got a
Okay.
performance.
Okay, dope.
Oh, yeah.
That's about it.
Are your performance on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's from about a year ago. It was a showcase. It's still
Okay, that's cool.
And the corner is on YouTube. You can go watch it now. You know what I'm saying? Get my views up. I'm trying to get paid.
Likes.
Who's Abstract is out. It's been out going on almost a year. It's gonna be a year soon. So yeah.
Hey, check it out. Go to the page, like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. We're going to ahead and wrap it up. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in to Common Interest. We're blessed with another day of the mission. Wait, that's not my poem. Hold on. I fucked up.
Don't worry about it.
Damn. Read it.
Motherfucker, I gotta pause this shit.
Yeah. Okay. Stay consistent with your vision because you've been blessed with another day of the mission. Thanks for tuning in. We are the Common Interest. This is PGE. We'll catch y'all next time. Peace.
PNG.
Damn, my bad. That's golf. PNG. My bad. Peace.
Hey, it's time.
What up, though? Yo. Look, I say, Lamar on the beat, so you know I'm in the lobby. All white on, fresh unit, call me Cosby. She just wanna text, but I told her she a hobby. Lyrics from the H, I'm the next Rocky. And all spirit, you know this shit different. Come and vibe with Abstract, musical technician. Visually impaired, my power is a vision. Built all inside to cause a collision. Overdrive and distract most of competition. Get out of Houston is my #1 mission. Going overseas is a breeze. I'm not tripping, never been around the globe with a beautiful figure. She got good taste, trying to accomplish her veteran ways. Provoke negative attention from people who change and mistaking about these petty names. The wind blew in the city before the storm came. Damn, I fucked up by losing all this faith. I just wanna write you one more time, a letter before I go away. Head to the stars, now remember my lane, cause I'm just focused on this #1 thing. Hey. Lamar on the beat, so you know I'm in the lobby. All white on, fresh unit, call me Cosby. She just wanna text, but I told her she a hobby. Lyrics from the H, girl, I'm the next.